tickets available for upcoming games. To learn more, just visit the ticket booth or go online. Don't forget about our Bowling Day. Come to the game with your family and get a free backdrop bubble. A reminder, fans, we've also come to join us for trading card day. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card back. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by Lakers jerseys.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us. And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their seventh, and I can't even believe I'm saying that, seventh coach in the last 14 seasons. Substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Christie comes in for Rui Hachimura. Vincent's checked in for Austin Reeves. And MP subbed in for Russell. Sacramento also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Sabonis. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in for Malik Monk. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Kevin Huerter. Lyles out there with Murray. Then it's Ellis. And it's Fox in at the point. 2 on the clock. MP, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Davis against Lyles. Here's Fox. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Kings lead by 6.
Well, all Fox needed was the ball because he was in a great spot for that possession.
Davis with a screen on Fox. Here's MP. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Murray sets a screen for Huerter. Off target from outside for the Sacramento Kings. Their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves. MP outside to the wing right side. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Ellis surveying the D. A pass to Fox. From 13, Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Yeah, this has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Vincent, the bounce pass. Vanderbilt setting the pick for MP. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. James checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Kings, Sabonis, he's checked in for Murray. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. James sets the screen for MP. Well, big city and bright lights, at least courtside. Soulja Boy is in the building.
Too fresh off in it. Have you ever cranked that, buddy?
You should see MP here a lot with how physical he plays the game.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. Here's McLaughlin. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. And the Kings lead by 8. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to James. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Kings leading now by 8. Over in the corner, Ellis. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Pass to Herter. Sabonis sets the pick for Herter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Vincent. Three-pointer. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Christie is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then it's MP. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 5. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Now, we've talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
McLaughlin. They grab their own miss from the arc. Ellis with a screen on MP. And it's Lyles in the corner. They shoot again. Herder, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 16-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. They hit the road with that first of a 5-game run.
Oh, and the three ball's still there for James. Not only is it there, it's getting more and more effective.
Pass to Sabonis. And he banks in the layup. Sabonis has got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jump ball.
LeBron against Ellis. And they double up James. Pass to Vincent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Sabonis. And charms the whole Sacramento franchise has been transformed under former Coach of the Year Mike Brown. He has the keys to the city at this point, but can it continue, do you think?
Well, he's brought a great level of excitement and stability to the franchise. The team is competitive. They've got some young talent on this team. There hasn't been this much optimism in decades, and a lot of that is because of Mike Brown and the championship pedigree he's brought to this organization.
And they just signed him to a 3-year contract extension, so they have their sights on him for a while.
100%, and you know lifelong Kings fans have to be loving the stability first and foremost that he's brought in this organization. Finally seems like they're on the track.
Reddish, he's checked in for Christie. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. He's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Screen by James. MP dishes to LeBron. To stop the run, he lays it in. And that's now 9 points for LeBron.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Ellis against MP. Sabonis sets the pick for Ellis. Sabonis inside. He's against Vanderbilt. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's check out the stats for Herder. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
The shot by LeBron, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ellis kicks to Lyles. Pass to Sabonis. To the middle. Here's Monk. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. The shot by Monk is no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
MP outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. MP's got 5 points so far.
And a flash at the handle right there. MP getting creative.
Inside. Outside DeRozan. Shoots it. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
LeBron with a screen on Monk. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Lyles. It's DeRozan with the drive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. DeRozan finds Lamb. Back to DeRozan. Good ball movement here by the Kings. To the inside. And it's Len. That time on the assist by Monk. Monk's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Len being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sabonis, he's checked in for Alex Len. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Ellis. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. DeRozan with it. Defended by Reeves. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter. And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition. So that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
4 on the clock. They get it back. From deep, Reeves. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on DeRozan. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. 1:19 left in the second quarter. Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Let me look at your phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
Reeves the pass to Hachimura. And the Lakers with another miss. Sacramento leading by 21. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The shot by Monk is no good. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Murray against MP. And it's Davis missing. Fox from outside buries it from three-point range. Fox has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone. A comeback, I'd say, is unlikely here. I'd say a comeback in this game is less likely than... And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks for spending halftime.
And after... The Lakers making a switch here. MP's checked in. Hey, Brian, how do you like the NBA Cup?
Well, we're 1 year in, Kevin, and last year there are a few things that need to get worked out and some kinks in it. But, man, it really made for some interest around the league as both player, fan, and executive. To watch a team play in that kind of competitive environment, there's always a payoff to that.
Fox, no good. The Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. On the court for Sacramento.
Hey, he's sticking it up, bro. What's up, bro?
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. And it's Fox in at the point. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Right side, Russell. MP outside. Pass to Davis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fox kicks to DeRozan. Back to Fox. Over Russell. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. MP looking around. James sets the screen for MP. Back to LeBron. Pass to Hachimura. Trying to get something going. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Keegan Murray. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. And here's Herter outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP against Ellis. James a screen on Ellis. Back to James. And the layup is good. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Pass to Herter. Takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Herter's got 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
McLaughlin, the pass to Herter, to the paint. And McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got his second basket.
Well, Herter is a shooter, but right now dropping some nice dimes.
Russell kicks to Hachimura. Pass to MP. LeBron sets the screen for MP. And it's James missing. Sacramento's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here's Davis, covered by Lyles. Davis dishes to MP. Davis with a screen on Ellis. Back to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
I don't know how you're going to defend that. MP running the pick and roll like a seasoned veteran.
The Kings shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Russell. Here's LeBron. And it's good off the back rim and in. James has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Lyles a screen on Russell. McLaughlin, the pass to Ellis. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
LeBron sets the screen for MP. Back to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Ellis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll... go to the line for 2. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is. Just taking over that play, Davis gets the rebound and sends it right back.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low, here's McLaughlin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McLaughlin's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And a wide open look for MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ellis, the pass to McLaughlin. Lyles kicks to Herter. Lyles Lyles a screen on Christie. Back to Lyles. Shot clock at 3. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Sacramento.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top. Anthony Davis third.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
And they get it back. Christie against Herter. Lyles sets a screen for Herter.
It don't make no sense.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's MP.
Come on, bro. No way, man.
And this poor shooting is a big reason they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Here's McLaughlin. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Beyond the arc. Herter, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Vanderbilt setting the pick for MP. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
From deep, Herter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a massive lead of 30. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage. So valuable.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jared Vanderbilt, MP out there with Vincent. Then there's Christie, and it's James in at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
That's
Herter with it. Pass to Lyles. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Herter passes to McDermott. Now Lyles. From deep, Herter. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles.
What,
Vanderbilt inside. Pass to Christie. Rebounded by Ellis. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Count it. Good. Herter's got 4 this quarter.
Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
MP inside. Lets the 3 fly. Vincent's shot is good.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Pass to Herter. Lyles against Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Lyles with the screen. From deep, Herter. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. James finds MP. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, Vando, bro.
Not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
James dishes to MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Christie. James has got 17 points here in the second half.
Stop.
Pass to Wiles.
Stop.
Herder with it. A rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. MP against Ellis. James a screen on Ellis. Out left to the wing. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James finds MP. Off target with his three.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Christie. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Vincent's checked in for Christie. Wiles passes to McDermott. Ellis kicks to McDermott. Here's Herder. A three ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Russell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
To the inside, here's Ellis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
MP outside. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Not great numbers. But great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Ellis. Pass to Vanderbilt. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Wiles against Vanderbilt. Wiles passes to Herder. And the layup's good off the glass. Herder's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
James finds MP. LeBron sets the screen for MP. LeBron shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Herder passes to McDermott. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Russell. Over in the corner, Ellis. 6 to shoot. Pass to McLaughlin. Looking to end his cold spell. McDermott for 3. Here's McLaughlin. From deep, Herder drains it from beyond the arc. Herder's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
MP dishes to James. Back to MP. It's hauled in by the Kings. McDermott's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Herder passes to McLaughlin. And he lays it straight in. Herder's got 23.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Russell kicks to Vanderbilt. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to LeBron. Makes it off the glass. James has got 33 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots. For them, trying to will this team to victory.
Sacramento's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Here's Lyles. Basket good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. MP with it, picked up by Ellis. Here's Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Ellis can't get it to go. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to MP. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
MP dishes to James. MP passes to James. From 18 feet away and off the front iron, and in it goes. James has got 8 here in the quarter. Sacramento's gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of them. Ellis kicks to Herder. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh! Rebounded by the Lakers.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance. At it.
The King shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%.
2 minutes.
Now here's Herder, defended by Vincent. Ellis, the pass to McDermott. Ellis kicks to Herder. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
And occasionally.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Just got to tighten up and get them next time. We all have our bad days.
I see a lot of people jumping on MP for all those turnovers, but everyone has bad games.
MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine. Every game is a new day, MP.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to eviction and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SUNS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Don't forget about our follow-up giveaway. Come to the game, and get a copy of the bobblehead. Don't forget to come out to the game with bobblehead. Up next, the Lakers.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action. And Graham, for the visitors in this one, currently on their Southern California trip, taking on both the Los Angeles teams here in checked in for the Suns. And the Lakers also making a change. MP's checked in for Reeves. And so in the game for Los Angeles, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. MP is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. Here's Booker. The Lakers with a rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
To the inside. Here's Plumlee. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Durant. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Durant's got 8. And Russell's got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Oh, there's the alley. And finished off by Davis.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Russell. Pass to Beal. Fires at the elbow. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. He's got 5.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Screen by MP. Here's James. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Inside. Very pretty alley-oop. And now a 5-point Suns lead.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. James inside. Durant's there. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by James.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Beal outside. Back to Booker. Beal with it. Now guarded by MP. Durant for 3. Knocks down the triple. And the Suns lead by 4.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Jones, he's checked in for Beal. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Los Angeles, 2nd. The Suns in 5th.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
MP no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Outside Booker. From deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
From deep, MP. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Sinks that one from the post. Durant's got 13.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Davis down low. He's checked by Plumlee. Pass to MP. Shot clock at 5. Vanderbilt, a screen on Booker. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Vanderbilt, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
And that one misses. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Bol, he's checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Jones. MP, the pass to James. Now here's Booker, coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. There's a screen by Bol. Back to Booker. This one for 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. He has 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Pass to Bol. Booker with it. Up top, Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from three-point land. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Screen by James. MP, the pass to James. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Booker against MP. 19-footer. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Booker's got 8 points.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Screen by James. Here's MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And MP knows that good things happen when you put pressure on the defense. And this time it leads to a foul.
Phoenix making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And the second free throw is good. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best. An outstanding first quarter from the field.
MP against Jones. Here's MP. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Tyus Jones.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage.
Come on, bro. Hit your
this
shot.
Has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
With the teardrop. Back to Jones. The 3 ball. Rebound by the Lakers. MP outside. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Gabe Vincent out there with MP. Then there's James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Christie in at the 3 spot. And here's MP from outside. Unable to get that one.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with